It's fantastic to be part of this World Conference today and to be supporting the growth of the creative industries here in our home, the UAE. It may seem slightly strange that a big company like ours is joining an event like this, but I'd like to think that at Ethiad, we're an airline that's known for our creativity, our innovation and flair. And I'm grateful for this opportunity, this synergy with the creative community. In fact, creative is one of our core brand values in the company. Many of you may have seen on the media that the subject of sustainability is one that is incredibly important to us at Ethiad. And despite the challenges and the distractions that the pandemic has brought upon us, we've never taken our eye off the biggest challenge to the aviation industry and our society as a whole, I guess, and that is the subject of sustainability. And the challenge when it comes to the environment is not just about reducing our carbon emissions, although that is, of course, the biggest challenge we've got. It's also about our wider operation and looking at how can we use recycled materials and how can we bring recycling into the whole of our operation. So, what I'd like to cover in the next few minutes is to show you that over the last year we've been designing a number of initiatives that unite our sustainability efforts with our support and collaboration with the creative industries. The results, I think, are very interesting, and I'll talk you through a few of these collaborations and showcase some incredibly talented artists. Hopefully these stories might inspire more people to make the connection between art, creativity, and sustainability. So firstly, if you go to our booth here at the conference, you can see some unique works of sculptural art designed by Emirati artist Azza Al-Kubaisi and UAE-based artist Christine Wilson. They've taken old and unused and unneeded aircraft parts and they've turned them into design installations, and we normally have these displayed at our headquarters in Abu Dhabi. They've taken disused carpet and fabric rolls, emergency equipment, aircraft interior sidewalls and windows, as well as economy and business class seats, and they've turned them into contemporary works of art. If you haven't seen them already, I invite you to go and have a look. When they were first launched, they certainly captured the media attention, and we've been receiving plenty of positive feedback ever since. In this year we're in now, a momentous year, the year of the 50th anniversary of this beautiful country we live in, we embarked on a year-long celebration, again collaborating with the arts. The campaign was designed in three parts. Firstly, looking back at the legacy of the UAE. Secondly, celebrating the present. And thirdly, looking to the future. In the present phase, we celebrated the values of the UAE through collaborations with 5 locally based creators. From the youngest Emirati chef, Chef Aisha, who created local kebab pancakes for our National Day in-flight celebrations, through to local artists including Abdullah Lutfi. Ethiad worked with Abdullah to represent the value of honesty, a value so prevalent in UAE culture. Abdullah is a dynamic young artist who created 5 works of art in his trademark, playful black and white style. His distinct drawings feature the UAE skylines and landscape, usually with an exaggerated, humorous glimpse of everyday Emirati life. As an artist on the autism spectrum, Abdullah uses his perspective to communicate a powerful message and a view of the world that is frequently not represented. Each of the 5 pieces of art details a different decade in the history of the UAE.
I am proud to be different. I see between the lines. And that's what makes my art authentic. To be creative is a gift, and to be in a nation that celebrates it is a blessing. UAE followed its own path to success. That's why there's nothing like this country or me. I am proud of the UAE. Let's celebrate our country and its values in its 50th year.
The final phase of the Ethiad UAE 50 celebration looks to the future of the UAE, and we called it Hosting the World. Over the past month, we've released 3 videos showing a local expert partnering with a global counterpart. This week, we focused on the creative fashion industry. Ethiad flew a celebrated Indian designer, Manish Malhotra, to Abu Dhabi to collaborate with the Emirati fashion designer, Hessa Al-Falasi. Together, they created a new clothing concept, the abaya sari, which is a fusion, as you can probably figure out, between the Emirati national dress, the abaya, and the traditional Indian sari. These are just some of our collaborations this year, showing how Ethiad is not only supporting the local design and creative community, but also following on our mission to amplify Abu Dhabi to the world as well. They show the unique and incredible talent that we've got in the UAE. Looking forward, we've tapped into the educational sector, and we are very proud to say that we will be working with Zayed University on 2 of their courses. That's interior design and furniture design. We're going to be providing obsolete aircraft and cabin interior parts and furnishings to the university for use throughout those 2 courses. This benefits the students by having a wide range of unique materials to work with, expanding their design and production options. There is also a sustainability element as well, of course, meaning that the airline's interior and aircraft parts, rather than being thrown away, can be transformed into functional furniture, design installations, interior artwork, and more. We're looking forward to seeing the fruits of this labor. It's relatively small at the moment, but we're hoping that we're going to be able to do this on scale. So, I hope you've enjoyed hearing about some of the aspects of aviation life that might not normally spring to mind when you're thinking of an airline. I'm around. I'm happy to take any questions at all. Or please pass by our booth later. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this wonderful event. Thank you.